All right, here we go. This is Stanislaus County third quarter numbers. So this is an important one. So if you've missed the other ones, you have to watch this one. There's some very important things happening to our median price and our real estate market that's going to be a tale of what's going to happen in 2022. So don't miss this one. Watch it to the end. So let's start with inventory. Last month, I sent out a video talking about this increase in pending sales. We did see sold properties remain high, but we saw inventory drop last month, but then up this month, continuing the trend of inventory increase, right? 447 compared to 434. And the reason why we're watching that is because if you have more supply, the housing market does flatten out a bit. The Fed has been increasing the rate, which also affects the median price of homes. So I want to show you what that's done to our median and average price. So this chart here is very important. We have average and median price. Now, average is the average of all properties. So it takes high properties and low properties and averages them. Not the best measurement. So median is always going to be the better one of the two. But both of them are similar. $440,000 was the median price in May. Today we're at 439. Third quarter was that fighting effect. 430, 432, 433, 439. So a lot of that had to do with increasing of inventory. More homes available for buyers, the softer the market will become. And then we also saw the increase of interest rates. And we always like to look at that because the power of the purchasing power of the buyer is going to be directly affected by the rate of the money they borrow. So we usually like to use the power of 10, we call it, right? Where 1% change in interest rate is equivalent to 10% price in purchasing power for buyer. What that means at 439,000, if the rate was, say, 3%, if the rate goes up to 4% at the first quarter of next year, that buyer would have to buy that $440,000 house at $395,000 to have the same exact payment. Now that's important because the federal government has been very vocal about increasing interest rates, and they should, because the rates are very, very low. That's why you've seen this big increase in pricing. The government dropped the rate from a 4.5 to 2.75, and voila, we get 20% price increase, right? Not a big surprise. Buyers' purchasing power eats up a lot of the inventory. But as we're putting inventory on the market and we're seeing the rates go up, the market will continue to slow and soften, as you could see in the third quarter of this year. Not me saying it. 440 in the median price, today 439. It's going to be very important for us to monitor inventory levels and also the interest rate, so we could see what 2022 is going to look like. So the next month's video, the fourth quarter videos, are going to be very important. So we still have a huge fundamental issue, which is housing. We don't have nearly enough houses to house even rental units, some of the households that were formed. I think it's about 5 million that were short in our nation, and about 10,000 just here locally. So that is always going to pressure rents. It's going to pressure pricing. But if the rates go up and inventory continues to go up, the market will continue to soften. And going into next year, you'll see more of a traditional market where homes aren't selling as quickly. So if you're a buyer, have some patience, but also keep an eye on that interest rate. You see the same kind of confirmation here as the average price of homes selling over list price. You're starting to see that come down. It's still being very aggressive, but as you can see, as inventory increases, the prices will continue to soften. And we saw a bit of the flattening in the third quarter here for the average price per square foot, which again is just another measure. But it's something that we're going to keep a very close eye on. So I included some articles in this email that talk about what Modesto and Stanislaus County and San Joaquin County, Manteca area are doing to combat the housing crisis when it comes down to housing units and housing availability. And also some articles from the B of just the statistics of prices. So we also have a link down below that gives you your actual instant valuation. So if you want to know what your home is worth in this market right now, you plug your address in and you'll get an instant valuation. If you have any questions, feel free to direct them towards me or anybody else on the team. Hope you found this video informational. We will see you again next month with the first month of the fourth quarter update. All right, thanks. Have a great day.